Okay, just dipping my toe in the digital pool here. Making sure everybody's good. We good? You can hear us? I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
You good, Jeff?
Works.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Kelly, we good? You good? I'm good.
I think
You
I think
good?
I'm good.
All right, Jeff, you good?
Let's do a show. Come on. Hey,
I'm good.
yeah,
You good? You a pepper? Were you a pepper? Everybody?
I'm a pepper.
Okay.
I'm a pepper.
All right, let's start this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Hoover Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live, the repaired edition dance. Yeah, do the air dance. Okay, he's doing the typewriter. We're doing the hunting peck. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday Night Live. After many dollars and many headaches, I think we finally got it. Not to go into the whole thing, but we pretty much bypassed all the equipment that Spectrum sold me, and we should be all right. On the show today, Ed Ricker. You know Ed Ricker? He's one of our good buddies. I think he's going to be at Spin Up along with everybody else, except Kelly, you weenie. He's not going to be there. We're going to talk with Jeff Sills. We're going to have the news. Freewell. Somebody's going to win. Two winners are going to win tonight. And tonight, we're going to learn you something. We're going to learn you. Yes. We're going to learn you something that'll start out with this complaint letter. I got a complaint letter. Yeah.
Ooh.
From a troll. Don't you just love trolls? And we're going to learn something along with the troll. And hopefully he will go trolling on by himself. Kelly, what's new?
Never rile up a troll. Don't stir the pot.
It's fun. It's fun. Let's trigger someone tonight. Kelly, what's new with you?
Not much, man. I'm just glad to be back. It's been a couple of weeks. It's good to be back on the show.
Very good. Let's start off with our favorite sponsor of all. It is the Cadillac of processed meat, ladies and gentlemen. Pigeon Jerky!
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! Woo! Love that pigeon jerky. A sponsor since 1972. Seems like we've been doing the show since 1972, doesn't it?
You got that right.
Now, before we get into the news, I just wanted to share something with everyone, and I was very surprised to see that this show was mentioned in a major Hollywood movie.
Say what?
You know the movie called Yesterday?
I've heard about it. Is that some kind of Beatles movie?
Yes, there's a movie called Yesterday, and it's about a world that something happened in the world, and everyone in the world except one dude forgot about the entire Beatles catalog. And he happens to be a singer-songwriter, so he becomes the Beatles.
And somehow you got a plug or a mention in this movie.
I don't know how it happened, but I'm going to play this clip. And we join, this isn't no spoiler alerts, but this is the point where dude has become very successful. And he's about to spring off into the world. And the record company is pitching ideas to him. And, well, just listen to one of the shows.
So that Operation Jump begins. Each week a new song online. Each week a new TV show. We start with Courtney, then we move through Kimmel, then Fallon, then Colbert, and then Thursday Night Live.
What? Thursday Night Live? Oh my God.
What?
Isn't that awesome?
That wasn't even a doctored clip. That was legit.
That was legit. So apparently in this world where everything's all kooky, there's no more Saturday Night Live, it's Thursday Night Live, and I just thought that was funny. Wow. Who gave us the first super chat? Who was that?
Mark H. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, yeah. It says, go Ken and Kelly, have a great show. And then we just got one just now from Pixie's channel, £2 super chat. Thank you very much to both of you. So, so far so good, no glitches. And I dare say nothing could possibly go wrong. In fact, I dare something to go wrong. No, No. I'm knocking. All right, let's go ahead and get in with the drone news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Let's head over into the drone newsroom and see Jeff Sills, the best-looking news guy ever. What's happening, Jeff? Where's my... Oh, over there.
Yep. Come here. Okay. Tonight's drone news is brought to you by GPC Custom Drone Cases, providing you with the highest quality of professional cases so your investment is always protected when it's not in the air. Custom cases are also available by request. GPC, designed for life. Be original, be blue. Online at goprofessionalcases.com.
They really are great cases. And I have one right back there that I'm going to be giving away, not tonight, but coming up on my channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Jeff, what's going on?
First in the news, we have a Spanish filmmaker who brought to us this amazing waterfall video. Or no, excuse me, hold on. We started off with Splendora, did we not?
Yeah, we want to talk about the flooding because you're in an area right now where there's lots of flooding. In fact, even in your own neighborhood there.
Yeah. I guess Tropical Storm Imelda formed with no warning whatsoever off the coast and started just pummeling the daylights out of Houston and the surrounding areas. Splendora, where we went to shoot our drone shoot-down footage, they're taking a heavy hit. This is some footage from the main highway, and that tower over there is right where the police station is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
And I think this is their Mavic, isn't it?
Yes, this is the Mavic Pro that they have, or a Mavic Enterprise, I believe.
Gosh, look at that. That's terrible. And then we have some still images that I'll show you here.
Their police department is working overtime right now, getting people to safe areas and rescuing people from houses.
Get those doggies! Get those doggies! Oh, you gotta save the doggies. Doggies like swimming, but they don't like swimming for an hour.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, and you'll actually recognize a couple of the police officers in some of these photographs as some of the guys that were in the video with us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, scroll back and you'll see like the giant gentleman there.
Yeah.
The giant gentleman that looks almost like a boat himself. Yeah. The unsinkable officer, can't remember his name, but that guy, yes. Very cool. Whoops. Now back to you in the newsroom.
Okay. So, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wes Dunn, thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Or it's a super sticker. Oh, okay, we got a little thumbs up, dude. $2.99. Thank you. You know, not to beg or anything, but man, I could really use that super stuff right now because I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, ken.heron, you can scroll back and see all the stuff that I bought to make sure that this is rock freaking solid.
People want to know how much you spent. Give me a price.
$500. And that's how much I care about this thing that we're doing. And part of that was preventative maintenance to keep my face from getting red. Yeah.
Makeup?
Nah.
Okay, so next in the news, we actually have the Spanish filmmaker who visited a jungle canyon in Java. Got this amazing footage from one of the waterfalls there.
Gosh.
It has multiple streams that fall down a wall, 200-meter canyon.
Whoa.
This is absolutely incredible. And this is why I'm trying to do FPV to do stuff like this.
That's just amazing stuff.
Watch this. He goes behind the waterfall. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Isn't that great?
That's next level.
Mm-hmm.
Next level stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of next level, NASA has given us some new footage of the Dragonfly drone, the dual rotor quadcopter that they're planning on flying on a Titan, the Saturn's moon. And it's very deceiving. The photograph makes this thing look kind of small. This thing is going to be the size of a compact car.
Well, it's not a photograph. This is an artist rendering of a photograph, I guess. But yeah, you can't tell scale from here. Maybe they should have put a Martian down there so we could tell scale.
Yeah, it's going to be really impressive. This will be the first time that we'll have the ability to fly on another planet. So I think that'll be awesome.
Very cool.
On the topic of flying, Kansas City Department of Transportation has been given permission from the FAA to use drones inside their airports for doing inspections and basic safety flights around the airport. So where you see in other countries they're trying to keep drones away from airports, here in the United States we're figuring out ways to bring drones into airports. So hats off to KDOT for being able to get the ability to fly drones at an airport, to offer more new opportunities for drone pilots in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Once the whole stigma of drones wears off, and it will in time, they'll find new opportunities for them everywhere, in places you wouldn't even think that they would go.
Next, we have the Alta X, which is, I guess, apparently a new drone. Is that what they're calling this? This is a monster of a drone.
Yeah,
for
check this
shooting.
out. It's got some pretty amazing propeller technology, too. Watch this.
We created a heavy lift machine that flies like it's on rails and keeps on flying long past our attention span. One of the key innovations for Alta X was Active Blade. Active Blade compensates for the dissymmetry of lift and cyclic loading as the Alta blasts across the sky.
I want Active Blade.
Blade reduced peak vibration levels to 1/5 of their normal level. Which
Doesn't that sound like a shaver commercial?
A razor.
Yeah,
it's a razor commercial.
Now with 5 Active Blades for a cleaner, closer shave.
During testing, we hit 85 miles an hour in flight with Alta X and logged over 3 million test cycles on our Active Blade design.
Wonder how much that thing is.
Alta X flies
That
up
looks
to
pricey.
It does,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it's definitely going to be one of the more expensive drones. It's
flies
a heavy
20
lift
pound
drone,
payload for 20 minutes,
and
has dedicated
it flies
expansion
85
power
miles an hour, which is really impressive.
The big question, I always ask this with larger drones,
Alta X
can it lift a
double
toddler?
release, which allows you to change payloads in seconds.
If not,
without
can it lift a
payloads on
cat?
top or bottom.
Yeah. Only if it's also equipped with a dropping mechanism. Oh, I hate cats! Woo, don't care what you think.
Very strange.
Sorry.
people.
Oh my goodness. Paul Hines. Hey, thanks, Paul. $20 super chat. I'm a moron and lost my Wizard 220s in Raleigh. This is a much better use of my money. Thanks, guys. I agree. You're investing in the show, and we appreciate that.
All right, so since you guys love animals so much, the Australians have a very popular animal called the magpie, which during a specific season of the year starts doing what they call swooping, where it will actually start attacking people. And in this particular case, we actually have footage of a magpie that decided that the drone was going to be its target.
Yeah, and in Australia, they're not willing to do what it takes in order to solve this problem, and that is done and done. And seeing all of their fellow birds' bodies laid out on the ground, wouldn't that be a nice,
I thought you were talking about shooting the drone because it was endangering the magpie. You were talking about shooting the magpie.
Yeah, the Australians are already shooting at drones, so that's pretty much, yeah.
Do you
that's a
know?
given.
Do you know what I found out from Greg Coonert, our Australian buddy? They can't even own pellet guns.
Oh my gosh.
Pellet guns. Kids use pellet guns.
I don't understand why they don't do something more dramatic about this, because the magpies, they even had in the news this week a gentleman that was killed by one of these magpie attacks, where he got hit in the head and fell off his bike and collapsed, and by the time they got to the hospital they weren't able to revive him. I mean, these things are exceptionally dangerous. People that do not have protection get seriously injured by these things.
Yeah, again, the solution. Yeah. Oh, Williams Aerial Media. Thank you. $5 super chat and a cool super sticker. What does he say? It's a little cat. Oh, is that a cat?
It's a cat.
Looks like a cat. Yeah, of course it's a cat. Now everybody's going to send me super sticker cats. But that's okay.
Stickers, I like stickers, yes I do.
All right.
All right, so next in the news, the Wistow Maze is a very popular tourist attraction in Leicestershire. And this year they decided that they were going to go all out by making a new astronaut design. And I got some amazing footage of this from a drone to give you an idea. I mean, this is an insanely complex maze.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Don't they need a drone to create that? How do they mow that? Is this some dude named Larry? Get out there and make an astronaut, Larry!
I have no idea how they make this, but it is absolutely amazing. And the work that they put into it is incredible.
Whoa. What did you say it was? Amazing?
Amazing.
Jeff made a pun. Fantastic. Good job.
Okay, so next in the news we have, I guess this one was kind of interesting. I know that a couple of other people have talked about this, but this is a flying fish drone.
Okay. Oh. Oh, wow.
Actually uses a combustible jet of water to lift itself out of the water and then fly. It's just an amazing technology.
What is the purpose of that?
Well, I mean, obviously this thing could land in a water environment and do surveys or do sorts of tests. It's sort of like an aerial robotics lab, but then it has the ability to then launch itself and take back off and return to wherever it took off from.
Okay. That's cool and everything, but that's kind of an abomination. Like flying fish? We shouldn't have flying fish because the only things that should fly in nature are...
No.
Airplanes.
In nature.
In nature.
Yeah.
Nature,
Jeff, what are the only things that should fly in nature?
Nature.
This early in the show. Birds.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. Bird's a winner, well, a bird. Bird is a winner, well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner, well, a bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner, well, a bird.
It's going to lead me to drink, I tell you. It's just going to lead me to drink.
Jeff doesn't drink anymore, but he doesn't drink any less either.
Come on! I'm here all week. Try the veal.
Right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Two U.S. citizens were recently detained for flying a drone near the Rashtrapi Bhavan. This is apparently in India, and it's a place that obviously has rules that you're not supposed to be able to fly drones near this capital. They don't have any information as to the current status of these U.S. citizens, but obviously if they've broken the rules there, their stuff's going to get confiscated and they're probably going to have some jail time.
Why do people keep thinking they can do this in these weird places?
Yeah.
You got to follow the rules of the place in which you are. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Arizona, USA, a.k.a. Mr. Pickles. Thank you. $10 super chat. Hey, Ken, it's your boy. Made myself laugh. Let the trash men loose. And Anubis Arts, TJ Grady, $5 super chat. Thank you. Because Jeff's shirt rocks. Show off the shirt, Jeff. Wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Holy Grail.
Yeah, hold on.
Nice.
Hold on.
Yes.
Not ready. Okay, and go.
And this is the anniversary edition. Thank you very much for the 1969 to 2019. So
Yes, work it. Work that runway, Jeff. Yes.
Oh,
Jeff,
no, don't worry.
Jeff is showcasing a brave new look. It's called the 5XL shirt.
Don't do that to Jeff.
And I'm spent.
Oh boy. All right. So
I tease because I love, Jeff. I tease because I love. Yeah.
Next in the news, we have yet another arrest, and this one was a little bit more interesting. Obviously, we're a day away from the infamous, storm Area 51, which I don't believe is ever going to happen. But a Dutch man was apparently recently arrested for flying his drone with camera equipment near Area 51 as a lead up to this, I guess, particular day.
Okay.
He was found trespassing on the actual property, and as with anybody else that is trespassing in that area, he's going to be seeing jail time and having some heavy fines.
He was a Dutch man.
Yes, sir. Decided it'd be a great idea just to go to Area 51 and fly a drone. Not a wise
Go
decision.
ahead. Go ahead, Ken.
Oh, no. I knew you were setting up your own joke. What you got, big guy? What you got, big guy? It's all you. Spotlight on you for a punchline.
Nah.
No? Nothing?
He was a Flying Dutchman.
See? There you go. There's the comedy. That's why Kelly gets the big bucks. Yes, sir.
All right, so London Heathrow, we had the threat where they were going to go out and protest and fly drones at London Heathrow. One of the things that was interesting is when they attempted to do this protest, obviously it failed and the protesters were arrested, but it exposed the technology that Heathrow's put in place to prevent drones from flying, because the drones that the people brought out there, whatever technology that the airport was using, they weren't even able to launch the drones, much less do anything that would be nefarious. So the signal jamming that they've got in place definitely proves that there is the ability to make airports a safe haven, against drones.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last in the news, this one is doggone funny.
I love this.
This one, yeah. This dog grabs a guy's drone and decides to run away with it.
This is fantastic stuff. Try number 1, unsuccessful. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Now we're at dog level. No, boy. Drop it, boy. No, boy. And he gets his drone back. And then what does he do? He goes home, right? No, he tries it again. Oh, and there's the dog. So then he goes home and fixes all of the broken stuff on his drone. And no, he's trying it again. Oh, right back in the tree. And of course, someone's going to fetch it, right? Because that's what we do if we're dogs. And that's just fantastic. I love doggies so much. Oh, doggies! Remember that girl we used to work with that did that? What was her name? Ashley.
Ashley?
Yeah, she was on our morning show, and every time we said something like even the remotely cute, I could go, baby kittens. She would go, oh, baby kittens, oh.
And she would usually start crying. You could make her cry.
Yeah. Anyway, quick side note there. Jeff, thank you so much for all the drone news and everything.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else?
News has been sponsored by Go Professional Cases, GPC, designed for life. Be original, be blue. Online at goprofessionalcases.com.
Absolutely, and we thank GPC for being the sponsor of the news. We appreciate them hopping on board. Make sure you check out their website and their products, because once you go blue, you'll be happy. I just made that up. You like that?
What?
Yeah, you like that? Is that a good one? Thanks. Once you go blue, you'll always be happy. Ding.
Wow.
Huh? T-shirt. Pay me. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for stopping
You're most
by. Now get out.
All right. So far, no technical issues. And I dare say, no technical issues could possibly even ever happen. What could happen? Nothing. We're rock solid. There's no way anything could go wrong. So I've got a lot of videos, and because last week's show we didn't get to show them all. So tonight we will have a viewer video of the week. We will have 1 second song that we're going to play later, and it's 70 songs edition. Oh no! How old were you in the 70s?
Well, in 79, I was 13. I think I got my first stereo when I was 12 or 13 and started buying 45s when I was about 12.
You'll know this stuff, man. We played this on all the radio stations. It'll be fine. You'll be good.
Okay.
All right. We're going to bring Ed Ricker on here in a moment. But first, I wanted to play something for you. And, Spin Up is coming up. Like I said, it's October 19th. And our pal Linda, Clever Dark Elf, is going to go. She's going to go with me. I'm going to have a date.
What?
I'm going to have a +1. Not really a date.
Wait a minute.
We're just friends.
Just a minute.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Is this a date, yes or no?
It is not.
Yes, how serious are you?
It is not. We are just friends. But I'm going to meet her.
Could it turn into, when you get to spin up, the drones are in the air, it's nighttime, maybe there's Loom Cube strobes all over the air, and the mood lighting is making it somewhat of a romantical environment, and then you start looking into her eyes, and she looks back at you. You remove your glasses and lean in for a kiss. Does she turn her head so you kiss her cheek, or is it lip on lip?
We're just friends. So it's going to be a good time. You'll see Linda there. Jerry! Jerry is a teacher at John Horn High School in Mesquite, Texas, and some of his students are going to be there at Spin Up as well. The Drone Interest Group wants to help with the stream upgrades. Look great. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you, Drone Interest Group. So Spin Up is going to be bigger than ever this year. Lots and lots of people are going to be there. DJI is going to offer some really great prizes. I think we're even giving away like a Mavic 2 or something like that. So hope you can make it. There's a link in the description. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, please do so. And one of the other people, one of our buddies who is going to be there is Artco. Now, Art is pretty clever because he knows that if he sends me a video where he mentions me with that little doll puppet of his, he knows I'm going to show it. That's clever marketing, Artco. I know you're watching. So I've got a video that is a promotional spin-up video / play with his Ken doll. So here is Art.
Hey folks, don't forget, Spin Up is just over a month away. So get your tickets. You'll never know who's going to show up. Oh my, it's Ken. Hey Ken, how you doing? Hey, good. I understand you're going to be at Spin Up. Why, yes, I am.
Oh my God.
And you finally hit your goal on your GoFundMe. Well, yes, I did. And thanks to I Am Wedge, I am going to Spin Up. And there's going to be some great speakers there, right? Yes. There are going to be great speakers such as Jason Shepard of Remote Pilot 101. Scott Berezinski, the astronaut. Yeah, how cool is that? And Hey Kesterloo, and representatives from DJI with a bunch of goodies that they're going to give away as prizes. So, get your tickets. I want to see you at Spin Up. You too.
That's just awesome. That's awesome, Art. Oh my gosh. He's a ventriloquist as well. Thanks, Art. That's fantastic. Now, before we bring Ed on, I want to mention some of the super chats. James R. Livingston, I presume, $20. Great news. And $2 super chat from him, plus Ray Bob's
that's
Antics.
$20, not a $2. That's a 20.
Well, he said 20, but he sent 2. So it's it's the thought that counts, isn't it? I mean, if you send 2 and say $1 million super chat, it's still a good thought.
Good point.
Ray Bob's Antics, and isn't everybody just a fan of the antics of Ray Bob? $5 super chat, and I will do $50 if you can explain orange flashing linking button on Phantom 4 Pro.
And go.
Oh, well, that's easy. If you get an orange flashing linking button on your Phantom 4 Pro, that means that you have developed color blindness and you should see a doctor. Pay me.
Okay. 50. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever. I think maybe that might mean a firmware mismatch or something wrong with your battery. I'm not sure, but it's rare. I haven't seen that myself. Redbeard the Pilot, $2 super chat. Aloha from Hawaii. Is that right? H.I. Is that Hawaii? Yeah. Loved the Whoop video. Keep it up. Yeah, I went to the Carroll County Fair here locally with the Whoop. I flew very, very cautiously in there because it was my first flight, and I didn't want to get it all dirty by getting it run over by a monster truck.
And you rode the Ferris wheel, which was super dangerous and crazy.
Oh, well, you know, I like living life on the edge. That's what I do. All right. Well, let's bring in Ed Ricker, and while we're doing that, here is Kelly Green with a joke.
This is the first joke my daughter ever told me. She's 11 now. She told me this joke when she was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting Cal.
Hello?
Interrupting okay.
Move.
Okay. Ed Ricker, everybody. Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Welcome to the show as we resize you. There we go.
And let me see if I can get myself a little less ghostish. Sometimes this happens, but I finally figured out why. Let's see. There we go. How are we all doing?
Good.
You are lit up like a cheap Christmas tree.
You're looking good now. You're looking good. Look at those. Look at those. How old are you, Ed?
I just turned 30 just a couple months ago.
Look at those. I was just 29 last week.
Yeah.
Teeth, man. Those are some white
awesome.
teeth.
Oh, no. Don't look at them in real life.
Have they been
thank you, though.
whitened?
Appreciate
Yes or no? The public wants to know, Ed.
Yeah.
No, they have not been whitened. They're
What?
actually kind of like corn on the cob, so I don't know what you guys are saying, but anyway, interesting to me. Cool, thank you.
Hey, some more fun facts about Ed. Do you have any gray hair?
I might have like 3. So I was in the car the other day, and I had my sunroof open, and I saw like 3, and I keep seeing them every time I get in the car. I'm thinking they're gray, and it's kind of bumming me out.
And
I mean,
do you pull them?
No, I'll keep them.
Okay.
Keep 'em.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
don't-
wait until I have about 100. Then I might start going down some of those hair coloring aisles. But
Right.
until then, hey,
Well,
we're good.
don't whatever you do, don't worry. You're fine until you start getting gray arm hair.
Oh gosh,
That'll freak a fella out. So what's
crazy.
What's new with you, Ed? Tell us about everything that's going on with you.
Well, let's see. Well, so I've been enjoying your conversation about Spin Up. I mean, I'm looking forward to that too. I was just thinking about that earlier. Got my plane ticket, got my hotel and everything, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. So Kelly, you're not going, but Ken, you are. Is that correct? Do I have that right?
Yes.
I have yet
Gotcha.
to receive my invitation. It's still, I guess, lost in the mail.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that's why.
You have a little bit of time. You
Yeah.
have a little bit of time. Just wait for it. Sure, it'll come.
Will you ever go to a spin up, Kelly? That's a no. That was too long of a pause. That's a no. I know my friend. He'll never go. But anyway, he makes
I'm the most introverted person you will ever meet in your life. I would not have fun at something like that.
he makes time for us here, and we appreciate it. So
Yes. Well, thank you for being here, Kelly. And one day we'll see you in real life.
yeah.
That's
So Ed,
been up 225.
you have made the transition successfully on your channel into adding FPV drones into your repertoire, and that's something I'm trying to do right now without ignoring all my photography drone roots.
Right.
But what I really want to do is just add the cinematic FPV experience into things, into my shots and everything. So
Right.
where are you right now? Are you like
Where am I?
Are you
I ask that.
confident?
I ask that every morning.
I mean, can you just go out and film, fly anything you want? Like how fast does that happen? When did you start, and how long will it take for me to get to where I don't crash all the time?
Well, I gotta admit, I saw your carnival footage there, Ken, and the very end of the video, you're flying around. You went under one of those overhangs. I don't know what you call those things, overhangs. And you're sitting there at the park bench and you're zooming around. You may be further along than you think you are. If you're flying acro like that, I think you're actually doing a good job. And you can sometimes get lost in your progress and you think you're not really progressing, but all you got to do is look a few videos back. Look a few like a month or two ago, and Ken, you are progressing. I don't know if anyone, people in the chat, if you've noticed Ken progressing, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, that's nice of you.
But I think a lot of it's also confidence too. I mean, coming from DJI drones, that mentality of if you crash, you're doing something wrong. That's not necessarily the case. I think you need to be crashing. If you're not crashing, you're not flying hard enough, you're not testing your skills, you're not really pushing yourself. So
Yeah,
if you're crashing and you're breaking things, don't worry.
I had 3 broken whoops last month to prove that I was trying, because I'm not a fan of the simulators. It just doesn't seem accurate to real world. I think I would rather continually do repairs and spend a lot of money on little bits and pieces soldering on than do the simulator. But my biggest issue is, and I've been trying to do these tight orbits like around a tree, like zippity zippity zip. Like, how do you do that, man? If I could do that, yeah, I could do. If I could do that, I could do anything.
Yeah, well, and you pick a way to go around. So if you feel confident going counterclockwise, then do that until you can get a nice tight orbit. Then the next step is to go the other direction and see what exactly you can do. And don't get caught always making left turns or always making right turns. Make sure that you at least keep it mirror and step in, and make sure that you keep everything symmetrical in what you do, so that you don't start favoring one direction or one stick movement over the other.
Right, that's true. That's true with photography drones as well. Everybody has a preferred way that they're better with in an orbit, in a manual orbit. But anyway,
Right,
I digress. But I wanted to, speaking of FPV, I just wanted to show you this video that was sent to me. I don't have his name. I think he mentions it in the video. It looks like maybe it's a photography trick or some special effects. You tell me if this is a real thing.
Okay.
Boom! I just recently discovered something awesome. There's 3 ways of launching your drone. 1, you can launch from the ground. 2, you can launch from a launch box. Or 3, launch from a launch box using launch control. Let's see which one of the 3 is the best.
Love the dramatic music. Okay, I've done that. That's normal.
Yeah, that's the first one. Okay.
And that's to
Is this
accommodate
launch control?
the battery, so it sits flat when
yeah.
you take off. Because everybody's
Okay,
using
straight up. There you go.
what are we up to? 11S batteries now?
He's only doing 4S right there.
Right. And then this. Is this BS?
That's launch control, and
is that a real thing?
Yeah, you can tip that forward. Now, people used to do that manually, but there's also, I think, a setting maybe in the new beta flight. I'm not sure if that's a new thing or whatever, but yeah, I've seen some of the guys. What you do is you just pitch forward, and you have a certain amount of throttle, whatever it is. I've never actually done it because I don't have one of those launch boxes. But anyway, and then when you get your 3, 2, 1, whatever, and you're ready to go, you just and it's a way to kind of get ahead of the pack at the very beginning, get the best start out of your run. So yeah, that's actually a real thing.
And I've seen Joshua Bardwell and Mr. Steele, when they're flying and they don't feel like going over and recovering the thing, if it's upside down, they can flip it like right there.
Yeah. Turtle mode.
Turtle mode.
In some things it's called, just in beta flight, it's called flip after crash. But yeah, turtle mode. So that basically reverses your ESCs, reverses your motors, and allows the props to spin the other direction. And you can control either the right or the left or the 2 rear or the 2 front. And that way you can control which way you flip over. Yeah.
Very cool.
Definitely.
All right.
That's earlier today. I put some packs in earlier.
I think we're losing some photography drone people in the chat, and I apologize for that. So I wanted to touch on something that is important for YouTubers that happened recently, and you may have noticed that Social Blade has died as far as the live subscriber count. Have you noticed that?
Well, because it's now only showing the 3 first digits of your subscriber count, right?
Yeah.
So now it's not showing, 1, 2, 10, 100. It's not showing, well, assuming that you have more than, 10,000, I guess? Because so it's knocking off those last digits in subscriber count. So yeah, for some reason, they thought that was a good idea.
And by the way, we just blipped. If you noticed, yeah, there's people who said, no! I just noticed that, so Greg Coonert, we went, I don't know how long, we went almost an hour before my face started getting red. So we're going to have to work on that. I don't know what that was. But
how long were we gone? I couldn't tell.
We were gone maybe 10 seconds, I think.
Oh,
we good? Everybody
okay.
good? Yeah, YouTube will stitch it together. If you're watching this later, it'll be like, so the murder is 10 o'clock? That's what it'll be like. Yeah, so, Social Blade. I know this is kind of vain, but I used to have Social Blade up here on this monitor just so I could see whenever I got a new subscriber.
Okay.
It was kind of handy. It's kind of nice to see. You know.
Now, does that mean that those desktop subscribe, or maybe that's what you have, where it was like digits, it almost looked like an alarm clock next to your bed, but it was dedicated to just subscriber count and viewer count. Does that mean those don't work anymore?
That's right.
Is that what you had?
Oh, no, I mean the socialblade.com.
Okay.
YouTube is not offering that information that allows these companies to display the individual. The only place you can see your subscriber count in what the real number is in your creator studio.
Well, Ken, you're getting up there close to 100K. I mean, you got to be excited, right?
I'm pretty excited, yeah.
Maybe you'll stop trying to steal my 100K plaque.
Yeah. How many subscribers do you have now?
I don't know. I think it's almost 117, but I don't know.
Okay. And do you remember when you had just 10,000 subscribers? And I say just, there's people out there. Just, you shut up. Remember that?
I made a pretty fun video.
Yeah, you did, and I'm going to share it right now.
Are you leading up to something?
Yes, sir. This is one of my favorite videos you ever did, and I'm going to show it, and then I want to hear the backstory on the idea and how it came about. But here it is.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
10,000 subscribers. Whew. Never would have thunk it. I really feel like you guys have taken an interest in the drone. Rightly so, because it's an awesome drone. It's my new favorite drone, and I just really, really am enjoying it right now. And I really can't wait to fly it again, let's just say that. It's really like the best drone ever. What more could you want? It's one of those things. I hope you guys are going to really enjoy the fact that I'm going to be making a lot more Phantom 4 Pro videos in the future. And also, it's just really exciting. The camera of this thing, I just cannot get over. Now, I'm glad I have the Mavic Pro as a backup, but I'm going to be using my Phantom 4 Pro as my main drone. From here on out, it's just going to be so much better. The quality of the footage is going to be so much better. It blows the Mavic out of the water, and it's just a really, really good video making, tool. I really enjoy it, and it's just one of those things I'm going to be using so much more.
Oh, the rage.
And I'm so glad that I have it. And it really just is like the best drone ever. Oh, I love it, man. So the Phantom 4 really is my favorite drone right now.
Oh no!
That's awesome.
That is fantastic. I love it, man. So
that was a good time. That was back when I was creative. Jeez.
Yeah. I remember seeing that. That was one of the first videos I saw from your channel. I thought, this Ed guy's really cool, man.
Is he okay?
You made the Mavic anthropomorphic.
Well, so here's what. So I do have a little bit of backstory on how I made that video. I had no fake blood or anything, and ketchup wasn't looking right. So that was actually hot sauce that I had in my fridge, and it burned me. I had that all over my face and over my arms, and after maybe 20 minutes, I realized I gotta get this off my face, and so I washed off my face. I had these rashes all around from this hot sauce that burned me. So, yeah, don't rush a video with blood if you need to use hot sauce instead. That's
and you got it all over your iPad for real, and you splashed the drone with it?
No, that was some camera trickery, actually.
Was it?
There's some ways to use Premiere and masking and stuff like that. No, those were actually real blood spatters. Well, I don't know if it's real, but stuff you can buy on the internet and apply to your footage. So, yeah, my wall was completely fine. The only thing was my face and my arms and stuff.
Wow. That is so cool. And do you look at your Mavic the same anymore? You kind of check on it like, huh? What's he doing?
You know, I might be owed another beat down. I sold him. Oh no! Yeah, no, I sold my original Mavic Pro to a friend, and my friend has not flown it since. Actually, it stayed in a. Wow, I gotta watch my back now.
Yeah, a follow-up video on that, man.
I didn't realize. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's crazy. Never thought about it like that.
Well, that's an amazing video. Do you plan on doing anything like that in the future? Like anything more, in more dramatic videos like that? I mean, it had to have taken a long time. Did you do it by yourself? Did you have an assistant?
I did it myself. I just wrote down a little script, and it took only maybe 3 hours to film, and then to edit. That was just fun. So yeah, it didn't take too long. But I guess that was back when I was trying to add a lot of creative, entertaining elements to my videos, and I realized people were tuning in more for my tutorials, and I started to kind of like feel, okay, maybe I should cut to the chase and not do some of those things and do more tutorial-based stuff. But watching that actually kind of makes me miss doing some creative stuff. So maybe in the future we'll do a more healthier mix.
Yeah, throw some stuff in there.
Thanks for reminding me of a few things, including a Mavic Pro.
You bet.
Hates me.
You're very talented. And a lot of people don't realize, but you don't have a 9 to 5. You have your own company and everything, right?
Yeah, I just do videography. I'm shooting a wedding this weekend, and then I'm shooting a band on Sunday, and then a few other things next week. So really, it's just freelance videography plus YouTube, and that I'm able to eat. That's I'm able to pay rent. That's about it. But that's where I'm at.
Okay. Well, let me just, before they get too far away, I want to mention a couple super chats. Bud Hornsby, is that Hornsby? Yeah, your brother Bruce, I'm a big fan of. $10 super chat. Ken, I was right that DeVoe Park in Cincinnati would be a great place to fly. Yes. And if you haven't seen that video really triggered one of our viewers out there. And I have a really nasty letter from one viewer out there that I'm going to read. I'm not going to share their real name because I don't want to embarrass them, because he's going to learn something tonight. So let's see, who else is the super chat? Who was it? Oh, I missed the last one. Mark H. Again, Mark H. Thank you. You're the best, Mark H. No comment, just $10. That's fine. And then Vegas Buck sent $7.77. Thanks again for your thoughts on dealing with my tragic airport-related loss of Bebe, the Mavic Pro. Frowny face. Thank you very much for that. And we just got a new one. Red Ranger GC, $10 super chat. All pinch and no thumbs. Very good. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm going to be doing a video. My sister, everybody's aware of the whole pinch versus thumbing war. And it's my contention that you get more control just from your musculature if you pinch. Now, if you're a thumber, if you grew up being a gamer and you feel more comfortable doing that, that's fine. But the physicality there's a fact of your physicality that you do get more subtle control when you pinch. Do you not agree yet, or are you a thumber or a pincher?
I do thumbing with DJI, and I do pinching, or more of a hybrid sort of style with FPV.
Okay.
And even with my Phantom, I'll do thumb. That's how I learned, and I don't feel like the movements of a Phantom are so dramatic that thumb really hinders me. With FPV, you see every little twitch, you see every little, But with a Phantom, I don't see quite so much of that, so I'm able to get by with maybe what you might consider a handicap, Ken, by using just thumbs with a Phantom. But I know you do pinching. Kelly, what do you do?
Yeah, when you're crashing your Karma drone, what are you pinching or thumbing?
Here's the deal with the Karma. On the Karma remote, which is kind of a clamshell remote, the sticks are actually sunk into the remote, so you have to do thumbs because they don't stick up out of the remote.
Okay, similar to maybe a Mavic, because Mavics, I started with a Mavic, and so maybe that's where I kind of came from, is using thumbs with the Mavic and thumbs with the Phantom, and that's just natural progression. Makes sense.
Well, coming up on the channel, my sister, who is a radio neurologist, she's a doctor, and she's hooking me up with one of her doctor buddies who is a hand surgeon, and I'm going to interview this person and prove once and for all that pinching is better. No argument. Done and done. And we got from Paul Dovi, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. And now it's time for Would You Write It? As we do with all of our guests each week, we pick some crazy contraption that people are riding. Sometimes it's a quadcopter drone type thing, but sometimes It's just a dude wearing a bunch of jets in a jet suit. So let me know in the chat, would you ride this? This guy,
boy.
I think he crossed the English Channel. I think that's what this is. Yeah. And I don't see how those carbon fiber wings are helping him, but they might be. So there's actually some race drones following him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's cool too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
So he's got jet engines on his hands. Does he have them elsewhere, or is that just his feet dangling? Or does he have it underneath the wing?
I think it's just his upper body, and he dangles his lower body for.
Okay.
But
so he creates enough lift, because that'd be hard on your shoulders after a little while, you'd think.
Right. So let me know in the chat, would you ride it? And Ed, would you ride that if you had enough practice and just did it over water and wouldn't sink to the bottom like an anchor?
Yes, but not over any sort of land situation. I would ride that.
I might do that.
Yeah, it looks like he was taking it easy. He's taking it slow. He probably has control over how much thrust he's getting there. Now landing here, that's interesting. Yeah, I never thought about actually landing. I thought, okay, just drop in the water. No, you ruined the engines.
Look at this.
Let's see how this goes.
Wow.
We are living in the future, man. That's fantastic.
No broken ankles or anything.
And then he goes back.
So how fast does he go? He's got the GoPro telemetry there. What's his max speed? He was 28 there.
He's landing on the boat.
60.
Look at this, on the boat.
He was doing 60, yeah.
Boom.
On the boat.
You imagine?
Wow, that's like Star Wars right there. He looked just like a Star Wars character.
That's amazing. Can you imagine being on the boat and then some dude just flies up and lands on the front of it? Oh, hey there, spaceman.
That's crazy.
So what are people saying? Oh, hold on. We got some more super chats. UAV of Texas, thank you so much for Ed's Mavic Pro Defense Fund. And Skip and Sue RV Adventures, $5 super chat. Traveling in our motorhome listening to this stuff. Hey, Kelly, remember that we used to do on the morning show, we used to do these stories about these dumb people. Most of them are from Florida. Sorry, Florida. I was born there, so I can say these things. About this couple that was in their RV. And they thought that autopilot drove the thing. Like it had autopilot on it, but it was really just cruise control. And so dude put it in autopilot, went back, made a sandwich, and crashed.
Yes.
So my advice to you guys, Skip and Sue, one of you drive, one of you makes the sandwiches. Yeah. And Weston Nay, $1 super chat. Nay! I say $2 super chat from Weston for Kelly to get something other than a karma. Yeah, we need to start that karma collection.
Or I could just take that $2 and buy a new karma.
Oh, there you go. There's the comedy, folks, right there. And oh my good, James R. Livingston. Let's hear that letter, Ken. Yes. Ed, do you have a minute to stick around?
Sure.
Okay, because I could use your input on this.
Okay.
Ray Bob's Antics again. Thank you so much, man. $10 super chat. Please help me. Orange LED on Phantom 4 Pro. Blinking button won't link to our... Okay. Dude's paid like $20. Can we get him an answer? Someone? Does anybody know? Ed, do you have any idea what the orange light means on the Phantom 4? Is the orange light on the Phantom or is it on the controller? It's going to cost you another $10 to answer. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Every time. So tell me, is it a light orange or a dark orange? $10 super chat for the answer.
I really don't know. I don't think I've ever had that issue. I've bound before, because I replaced my Phantom 4 Pro with the DJI Care Refresh process, so I have bound things successfully, but it sounds like his won't. I don't really know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ray Bob. Email me later, and I'll try to help you out. You can email me here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. If you want to send in a video, and we have many tonight, you can send it to this address. Please send me a streaming link and not a big, huge honking file, because my computer looks at the honking files and goes, oh, no, we don't know this person. We're not going to let you have it. So, and then Steve Carpenter, $10 super chat. My goodness. Hey, Ken, thank you for another excellent show. Looking forward to seeing you and Ed again at Spin Up. I can't wait. This year is going to be great. And Droning Harry is the #1 fan with his super sticker, $10. Thank you, sir. All right. So, Ed, do you get a lot of trolls? I mean, you're over 100,000 subscribers. Do you get a lot of
now
trolls?
and then, I try to ignore them because every time I give them any sort of attention, it gets 10 times worse, and I regret ever having acknowledged them. But you go ahead, Ken, and tell us about it.
You're right. I should. You're right. That's what they want. They want attention, and I've certainly been giving this person attention in the email. And what I'm going to read to you is not the entire email string, but the latest that I've gotten from this person. I'm not going to mention their name. And just so that they know I know who they are, they live in Maryland. So... please forgive my snideness if I lean a little on the snide side. It's kind of what happens when you know you're right. So
there you go. Okay.
I'll read this and I'll try to, because I know he's watching. So please just know that I want to educate and not humiliate. Okay? All right. That'd be a T-shirt, wouldn't it? Educate, not humiliate. All right. So, all right. Now, I need to get a sound effect for this. Let me get that sound effect ready.
He's dialing it up.
Okay. Yes, we need the bleep. Okay.
Okay.
When you were doing stupid with your drone before 107, that was one thing. And yes, I reported you a few times. Sorry, man. Here you are still violating Part 107. Why? Flying directly over I-71? Really, man? And he's referring to the video I recently did where me and Mateus were in Cincinnati. You can watch that if you'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
I love your videos. I really do. I'm a sub, but come on, man. I downloaded your video of your latest violation and will once again report you. You and I both know that the FAA is a f***ing joke and won't do but send you a letter or call you up and tell you to please stop doing stupid with your toy. However, there will be another public record for me to the FIOA. As a grown man with almost 100K people following your channel, could you please refrain from violating the FAA rules? You call them laws in your videos, and even some of your text says laws. They are rules. Tell you what, if you and here's why I started having a problem with them. Tell you what, if you post a video within 3 days explaining to people that flying over the streets in Cincy was wrong and promise to at least edit that crap out in the future, then I will not report you again. With great power comes great responsibility. Thanks, Spock. You are influencing tens of thousands of kids that watch your nonsense and want to be just like their old pal Ken. Think about it. Signed. Okay. So what he's talking about is me flying over roads in the video, which I didn't do. If you go back, there's an American insurance building, the tallest building in Cincinnati. And I flew over the ballpark, nobody in the ballpark, went over as close as I could to where the interstate started, went down, drove across the river, went up, launched again for a little bit, then went down. I was very careful not to fly over any roads. Now, here's the thing.
I think I saw that video, by the way. You had some sort of text disclaimer explanation about how many shots and how many locations and changes you had to do, right?
Right,
I remember that video, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I have to say, I try to inform in my videos, but again, at the heart of it, I'm about entertainment. I don't make documentaries. I try to give good information when I can, when it's necessary, so that people aren't misguided. But if there's a clever edit that fools you, then that's on you. So let me just say here, I'm going to read some stuff about flying over roads. And do you know the answer? Can you fly over roads, Ed? What is your belief?
My belief is that you can fly over a road as long as there's not cars passing underneath you. To my understanding, you cannot fly over a moving vehicle, but a road would be a different story. I fly, well, maybe I shouldn't be admitting anything to anybody on here. Go on, Ken. Tell us more.
Okay. Well, here's what the FAA says. The FAA believes that a person should be allowed to fly over a person who is inside a stationary covered vehicle that can provide reasonable protection from a falling unmanned aircraft. The FAA has modified this rule accordingly. The rule will not, however, allow operation of a small unmanned aircraft over a moving vehicle because the moving vehicle operating environment is a dynamic environment and the potential for impact forces, blah-de-blah, blibbity-blah. Additionally, impact or small unmanned aircraft may distract the driver and blib-blah, blah-bitty-blah. So, there's that. Now, the language with these rules is always kind of left open to interpretation, and I agree that they're pretty ambiguous, the rules. You know, it's not rock solid. It's not like, do not fly over roads. It doesn't say that anywhere. And this also doesn't say, do not ever fly over 400 feet. And we all know that you can fly over 400 feet if you're Part 107 and if you're within 400 feet of it. I get that question a lot, too. How are you flying these big, tall skyscrapers? Well, you can. So, yeah. So here's what, this is directly from the FAA. You currently cannot fly a small UAS over anyone not directly participating in the operation, not under a covered structure, or not inside a covered stationary vehicles. No operations from a moving vehicle are allowed unless you are flying over a sparsely populated area. And I did that in another video, and I got similar trolls. So I wanted to be sure that I'm giving the right information. And so not only did I report harassment by Maryland dude to the FAA, to my buddies at the Memphis FAA and the Nashville FAA, so they know about you, buddy. But I also contacted Jason Shepard at remotepilot101.com, which is a great resource. If you want to go to remotepilot101.com, and you can use Heron AT and get a 30% discount. Love you, mean it. Hey, that was a little commercial there. So Jason Shepard, who is a master pilot and instructor, and he also wears 2 watches, so you know he knows. It is the #1 Part 107 study resource available and a sponsor of this program. I simply said earlier today, I said, Jason, flying over roads. According to my interpretation of the FAA rules, you cannot fly over moving traffic. However, flying over roads with no traffic is okay, correct? And he replied, here's where the snide part comes in. He replied, correct! Thank you. All right. And with that, your thoughts, gentlemen.
Kelly?
I'll start with the misquoting Spock. It was Ben from Spider-Man with great...
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bad on that. Yes. I stand corrected on the quote. Sorry. Ed?
You lost me after that.
I got a brake check today driving to the store, and I thought that was kind of funny because I wasn't even speeding. But someone thought I was just being a little reckless, and I wasn't. I don't know. I think, well, first of all, what you read is true. You know, I've flown over many roads. I've flown over the road right in front of my house, and I've flown over roads near the park. The big deal is flying over a moving vehicle. Now, even that's kind of hit or miss because you are flying over if it's a moving vehicle, like one moving vehicle, you may be over it while it's moving. But if you're truly over it while it's moving, then if you even were to crash, the vehicle will be long gone by the time you hit the road, and you wouldn't actually hit the car. So there maybe it's an influx of many cars going by. Maybe you shouldn't fly over something like that. But it just gets to be, there's so many scenarios and so many different situations. And like you said earlier, with the FAA wording and everything, sometimes it's difficult to know exactly what they mean, and it's difficult to apply exactly what they say to every situation. In terms of the fact that someone is reporting you, I mean, I've had people threaten to do that to me in the past as well, and just never heard back. It's just one of those things. I guess if you're any amount of a public figure on YouTube and you're flying drones, eventually you're going to come into contact with someone who, just wants to be the drone police.
That's true. And for the most part, I get nothing but positivity. And I try to have a positive channel. And of course, you can't always do that. But I hope that the person watching understands that it is a bit of a gray area. I hope you learned something tonight. So this person is somewhere writing down this information, retaining it, or They are just shaking with rage and typing me something else. So, but I won't hear from them because you blocked. And now, let's go ahead and head inside the Raz chamber. Ed, will you join us in the Raz for a nice cleansing?
Yeah, sure. I'll be cleansed. That sounds fun.
Oh, man. I tell you.
Been out all day and everything. Yeah.
Oh, here we are in the Raz. Let it wash over you. No trolls allowed in the Raz. Oh, goodness. No, indeed.
It
Nothing.
tickles.
It does tickle a little bit. Yes, indeed. Let it go all up in the naughty places.
Are we keeping our clothes on? I can't. I know. I wasn't sure.
Nope. Clothes optional, my friend. Yes, indeed. Kelly, are those your pants?
Wow, Ken, I didn't know you had gray hairs on your back as well.
And we're
Ken,
back.
I watched your first show today just because I was wondering. I was like, what was Ken's first Thursday Night Live show like? And you used that same donk, whatever that song, whatever that sound is. It's like, oh, he's still using it.
Yeah, that's Kelly's favorite, isn't it?
Yeah,
is that like
ever gets old.
It's a Bugs Bunny frying pan or something? I don't know what that is. But yeah, go back and watch the first TNL. This is number 112. The first one was terrible. It was awful. But Ed, thank you so much for being on. We appreciate it. Is there anything else? We're going to give you the last word. Anything else you'd like to say or anything? I'll see you at Spin Up and all that stuff.
See you. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe I can be cleansed at least one more time at some point with the Raz. Just let me know how to be. If I need to come over or something, we'll get together. We'll do a little collaboration with the Raz.
Well, funny you should say that. There is a home Raz kit available in a T-shirt. And if you'd like any T-shirt, you can go to my website, heronaerialphotography.com, and order them right now while supplies last.
Going there right now. All right.
Awesome.
I'm there.
Ed,
thanks for having me on. Nice seeing you, Kelly.
Thanks, man. We'll do some collaborations in Texas.
All right.
See you, bud. All right. Well, Ed is just about the best, isn't he?
He's awesome, man.
He is. And I hope
the video that you showed was so funny. That was so creative and so terrific.
Oh yeah, when I saw the Mavic just sitting there on the shelf with feet and everything. Very, very clever.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get into some videos that people have sent. We're going to play 1 second song here in just a little bit. I know everybody likes 1 second song, or maybe they don't. In the chat, put if you like 1 second song, just put yes 1 second song. If you don't like it, put no 1 second song. Appreciate it. Jack Bisson, hey man, Ken, love the channel. Keep up the great work. Love you, Jack. You know I mean it. And Geeks Vana, £5 super chat. Our buddy Sean Geeks Vana. Ken, please don't read my letter out loud again. He. Yeah, it wasn't Sean. Sean doesn't live in Maryland. Anyway, moving on. So, as you can see here, I've got lots and lots of great video from people. The first one is from Drone Assist Indiana. It says, Ken wanted to submit a viewer video. This was shot just outside Evergreen, Colorado during a training flight over Labor Day weekend. This was shot with a Mavic Pro over 2 days. And it's from Drone Assist Media. This is Colorado. Kelly, ever been to Colorado?
Never have. I've never been out west. I've never been further than Texas. I'm missing out.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's all this stuff out there. Look at all that stuff.
That's a lot of trees. We got trees in Tennessee.
Oh, you're going to have a lot of Coloradans. Is that what they call them? Upset with you.
Oh, no. I'm going to get a troll now. I'm sorry. I take it back. I long to go there.
That is Kelly being insincere.
That was sincere.
That's very pretty.
Gorgeous. What's that tree? Watch it.
See that? And you have to commit to your line. A lot of people would readjust after that, seeing that tree coming. There you go.
That's awesome.
You think that's the summer home? Yes, we summer in Colorado. If you use summer as a verb, you're rich. Am I wrong?
No, that's true.
We like to summer in Nantucket.
Oh, somebody just had a great idea in the chat, maybe for a future show.
Yeah.
Joe Cassieri said, how about 1 second TV themes?
Yes, you know what? I was actually thinking about that as I was
Great
collecting.
idea.
That's a great idea. And I think, I thought we had, I thought I had a video from Joe. I might have lost it. Sorry. It was cool, though. I'll share it next week. All right, this next video is from Kevin. He says, hey, Ken, Mr. Kevin here from beautiful Humboldt, California. I sent you some videos in the past, and I think one even made viewer video of the week. I'm sending you the video of Canyon Creek Lakes in the Trinity Alps. I just recently found an old music track I wrote last year and had to put some drone footage to it. Hope you like it, and feel free to use the music or make up your own. Thanks for all you do. I've been watching TNL for years, and you're the best. Have we been doing this for years?
11 years now.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is from no last names given, simply Kevin. It's a Kevin special. More trees. You can never OT over tree. You know, a lot of people, when they're filming nature and things, they tend to do a lot of fast movements. Especially if your subject is rather large like this, you kind of want to keep the movements slow. And like what he's doing here, let the terrain work for you. Do a nice reveal of the background like that. Gorgeous.
And you said he wrote this music as well, right?
Yeah. And we're talking all over it. It's all right.
That's a great shot.
Yeah. It's a nice illusion. Can you believe there's places that beautiful in the world?
What state is this?
California,
Oh, wow.
I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Wonderful.
Very
That's
nice.
just fantastic. Thank you very much, Kevin. All right, man. Oh, Williams Aerial Media, $5 super chat. Yes, can it be 2-second song, lol, your Colorado voice sounds like Stewie Griffin. Yes, we're going to summer in Colorado. I guess it does, doesn't it?
I thought it was Thurston Howell III.
Yeah, remember, that's kind of who I'm doing there. Lovey, we need to get off this island. You know, they actually did very well to choose those dialects. Lovey and Mr. Howell were talking about Gilligan's Island. Do you know what that dialect is called? It was from the old-timey movies where everybody's like, yeah, it's curtains for you, yeah, you know, that kind of thing, and you'll never find me, Muggsy, and all that kind of stuff. Remember from the 40s and 50s?
Right.
That's called the mid-Atlantic accent, and they used to teach it in schools, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the mid-Atlantic or transatlantic accent it was called. It was an actual thing.
Wow. You said you were going to teach me something tonight. Thanks.
DJI1 Tommy, $10 super chat. Love the show, guys. Can come up and film some historic Detroit sometime. I will. I've been traveling a lot lately, and just to let everybody know, I'm heading to Chicago Monday.
What?
I didn't tell you that, Kelly, did I? Yeah.
Chicago?
I'm going to Chicago. Ask me why I'm going to Chicago.
Why are you going to Chicago?
I'll tell you why, in case you're interested. For
Because
those
you're
who...
a big sports fan, you're going to see the Chicago Bears.
Oh, do they have the racquetball up there? I didn't know that. So, no, I drive an RX-8, a Mazda RX-8. and it's a rotary engine. And I've been taking, whenever anything goes wrong, I've been taking it to the dealership. Well, now, I don't advise this, children, and I don't know how it happened, but on one of my long trips recently, I happened to go about 125 miles an hour for about a half hour, and my car was starting to run a little bit rough. And so I brought it to the dealer, and they said, oh, here's your problem. You were driving it too fast. And I said, well, that's kind of why I bought the car. And they said, well, you've kind of fouled one of your rotors. And I said, oh, well, how do we fix it? And they said, new engine. And I said, how much is that? And they said, $17,000. And I said, you. And I'm getting my car back tomorrow, and I'm going to drive to a place called Elite Rotary in Chicago, and they're going to work on my car, and they're going to remove the catalytic converter because you don't need that in Tennessee because we don't have vehicle inspections, and you can pretty much drive a go-kart down the road and nobody cares here.
Now, wait a minute. Are you going to drive the RX-8 there, or do you have to haul it there to get it fixed?
Oh, no, I'll drive it. It's fine. I mean, it's like, it's still drivable. I just can't go as fast as I want it to.
Oh.
I don't have Z-rated tires for nothing.
I don't even know what that means.
$1,000 radar detector for nothing.
And he's one of those people that has a custom license plate.
Don't speed, children. That's what I'm saying. It's wrong, and don't do it just because Uncle Ken does it. And if there's any policemen out there, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it happened. There's some Mustang just giving me bunk, and I was like, Mustang? Bye-bye. Okay. So, yeah, what was I doing? Oh, yes, another video. Sorry, I got lost in my RX-8. If you're in the Chicago area, I will no doubt be sitting around in the waiting room of this place for hours and hours. If you want to have lunch or something, email me. There you go. We can get together in Chicago. I'll bring my drone. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. I'll check. Okay. So,
wait. So a new engine for this car would have cost $17,000?
Okay. I'll talk about this if you want.
Can you confirm that number?
KR Lee, $10 super chat towards a new engine. Thanks for showing my video, Ken. You're the best. Thank you for sending it. Well, no. All right.
The engine in your car costs more than my car.
Well, Mazda as a dealership are trying to steer away from the rotaries. Oh. The last one that they released was in 2011. I have the last rotary that Mazda made. And I consider it my mission to kind of keep that car as nice as I can. I don't want to ever drive another kind of car. I love it. And so...
This is your second Mazda RX-8.
Third.
Third?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you the history.
We're very similar. We have a lot in common. You've had two or three Mazda RX-8s. I've had 2 or 3 Kia Souls. We're just alike.
Exactly alike. The first RX-8 I got, I was one of the first 100 in the country to get one when it came out in 2004. If there's any rotor heads out there. Yeah.
Now he's just bragging.
No. I was lucky enough to be working, doing a remote, a radio remote at the Mazda dealer. And it was in the showroom. I said, what is that? And they said, that's your car if you want it. And so, what's it going to take to put you in this? And I said, not much. What do we do? Where do we sign? So I did a dumb thing and I leased it. And my credit at the time, I was making plenty of money, Magic Morning Show money, but my credit was poo. So I had to lease it. And then about 3 years later, I lost that Magic Morning Show job and it got repoed. And I did a little game on the morning show. I was in South Carolina. I did repo roulette, where people would, listeners would call in and guess the day that the tow truck would come. Because I was asked to turn it in, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to turn it in. I'm going to wait till the tow truck comes. I had it in my yard, and I heard it one day. I heard beep, 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 and I knew that August 17th was somebody picked the August 17th, and they won. They won parts that I took off the car. I took the shifter knob and the hood cover, and they won that. I know it's a horrible premise for a game. So that was my first RX-8. The second one, as you know, I almost died in. It was a silver one. I got hit from behind, and my drone case broke my back in 2 places. So the insurance, luckily, was able to pay for the one I have now, and that's that. So now, I know I'm losing everybody. This sucks. It's about the drones.
One final question.
I'll be over here.
It's a simple yes or no.
The show's off the rails because of you, man.
If you had to fly my drone, a GoPro Karma, or drive my car, a Kia Soul, for the rest of your life, you had to do one or the other, which one do you do? You can fly no other drone or drive no other car, but you have to pick one. Which one do you do?
I would get a root canal without Novocaine before I gave up my car. Sorry, drone world. I mean, I would crash 4 or 5 times a year. I would accept that risk to fly your Karma. All right. So, Kelly, it's up to you. Which one do you want to? Do you want to go to Ireland or do you want to go to the Netherlands?
I'm going to do my Irish accent.
Oh, don't. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to help you.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi! I want to go to Ireland. Always after me, Lucky Charms. Play the video, Kenny.
Sorry,
Like
Irish.
my grandma at the end.
Sorry, Irish people.
What? That was good.
There's no real Irish references. Lucky Charms are about as Irish as Taco Bell is Mexican.
They came from Ireland.
Oh, yeah, they import that cereal, do they? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go to Ireland. Stupid. Sorry, everybody. How many people are watching? I haven't even checked. Is there anybody watching? Okay, there's a few people watching. All right, awesome. Okay. So this is from Ed Rutledge, and he says, "Hey Ken, I have dual U.S. Irish citizenship and keep track of Irish news. My Mavic Pro is fully registered with the IAA, as am I as well. This is my hometown, and it's located in Western Ireland, and it's called Clifton, is the small town from which my grandfather emigrated to the U.S. Be well, Ed Rutledge." And off we go to Ireland with Ed.
Oh.
And they got all the good castles over there.
Yeah.
The only castle we have is in Kentucky, and it's a hotel.
It is a bed and breakfast.
Yeah. Look, there's another one. You ever been in a really old real castle?
No, no, I don't think so.
What's that restaurant that's supposed to be
White Castle?
No. No, that restaurant where they dress up as knights and they come around and they eat turkey legs and all that Renaissance crap.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Beautiful. Yes,
what is it called
do.
in the chat? And I didn't mean to call Renaissance crap. Of course, it's wonderful and fun.
Right.
Yeah, this is awesome. 5 after 8 as we pass by the steeple. What is that called? Oh, Medieval Times, that's it!
Oh, yeah.
Medieval Times. And a handmaiden comes around and gives you dirty water. How about some medieval diseases? For realism. Look at that, you just fly in a straight line, you're hitting all the castles. Castle Run. That is just beautiful. Thank you, Ed, for sending that in.
Very
yes.
Nice.
And of course, now we have to hit the Netherlands, while we're over there.
Yeah.
This is from, the names. I am sorry. If you have umlauts in your name, I apologize. I'm going to Americanize it and ruin it. Fly Natural. Hey, man. Fly Natural's going to be at Spin Up. He says, lol, they say that karma is and I always tell them, yeah, that thing is the pits. Thank you for the $5 super chat. We'll see you at Spin Up, buddy. All right. This is from Jeroen. How would you say that? Jeroen?
Jeroen.
Jeroen?
Jeroen. That's Jeroen.
And then there's his last name is Z-U-U-R. Who puts two? Don't put two U's together. That's too many. Zer. He says, hey, Ken, the village in this video is from the northern part of the Netherlands, and it was rebuilt in 1742. It's called Bortange or Bortang. The purpose was to stop invasions from Germany. It was surrounded by swamps and defended the higher and drier grounds. And he also says, please don't stop TNL. I'm sure from time to time we all have the problems with the internet technology. Look forward to the next show. You're in Zur. And here it is. Off to the Netherlands we go. Wait for it. Oh, yeah!
Oh, wow.
Freaking windmill in your face!
Nice.
Wasn't that great?
That's awesome.
Wasn't expecting a windmill, were ya? Look at that. Isn't it cool how Europeans and people in this part of the world will preserve all their historic buildings and stuff? While, stuff that we have that's even 100 years old, they're like, put a parking lot there. We don't care. Right? We have no respect for stuff. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
Stay. When the government lifts all their sanctions against you, you've got to get a passport and go overseas and film some stuff.
Right. When I get off the no-fly list. Yeah. I don't want to do that. Nah, I don't want to do that one. Okay. By the way, this show tonight, we have lots of great sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have a new one. And I have their jingle ready. This is a new sponsor to the show, and we welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Wet Birds.
Wet birds never fly at night. Wet birds never fly at night. Wet birds never fly at night. No, they never fly at night.
Wet Birds, when the same old dry birds just won't do. Try new Wet Birds from the makers of Moist Squirrels. It's Wet Birds. Everybody.
Wet birds never fly at night. Oh, they never fly at night.
Wet Birds. Isn't that stupid? That's really stupid. Yeah. So, hey, I have an idea.
Yes.
In the chat, because I do go back and I read all this later. By the way, make sure that you have it on live chat and not top chat, because we're going to do a contest later, and there will be discrepancies if you don't have it in live chat. For some reason, YouTube defaults to top chat, and then you'll miss some of the chats. So in the chat, please let me know who is the oldest viewer we have tonight.
Oh.
If you think you're the oldest, put your age in there and let me know. Mike Young, RSP Drone Photography, $10 super chat. My goodness. Great show, Ken. I will film some castles for you in about a month when I spend 3 weeks in the UK. They got some good castles over there.
Terrific castles.
Man. And even castles that aren't even buildings anymore, they just have, like, they'll keep just like a wall with a doorway in it. You know? Like, it's stones. It used to be a castle, but all that's left is like a wall, and it's got like some weird door. When you remember, people were shorter, like the average height was 4 feet, and it's like, you're getting there like, oh, people were weird back then. Anyway, so let's see. Let me see. Put on some music here as we figure out who our oldest viewer is. We got 64 when I'm 64, 72.
Maybe some exaggerations on there.
There could be. 55, 68. So far, 74, 72 is the. Yeah, Jack, you're lying.
No.
Maybe his nurse is typing this in for him. What is it? Oh no!
We're back.
Oh man!
That was only 5 seconds.
And we're back. Okay. All right. So we were talking about who's the oldest. Yeah, Jack, you're not 105.
There's a 78 if that's
104.
legit.
78. Okay, Brandon.
I can't imagine a 78-year-old named Brandon.
Bud Hornsby is 76. I believe that.
Okay, yeah.
Fade to Black Video 79. Now don't round up your age just to. This isn't a competition. I'm just curious. So yeah, I apologize. There's another blip. Man, I thought maybe do I have to pay another $500 to get rid of the intermittent dropouts? Thanks, Spectrum. You're the best. At least tonight, Wirecast seems to be doing their job, and I applaud them. Thank you. Thank you. All right. One more video, and then we'll play 1 second song. Okay.
Okay.
This is from. Oh Lord, another name. Oh, we're gonna. Oh. Raphael.
I love watching you read over your glasses.
I know.
That's my favorite part of the show.
I've made an appointment with the eye people to get another prescription because it's getting a little fuzzy.
At least do your old man voice while you're doing that.
Wait. Okay. All right, let me read the menu, honey. Am I old enough to start calling waitresses honey and get away with it?
Not quite.
If you're 20 and you're in a restaurant and you're like, hey, honey, it's creepy, right? But if you're like 70, 80 and you go, oh, hey, honey, they forgive you because you're just a cute old dude.
Yep.
I embrace whatever age I am. But I do look forward to being able to just say whatever the hell I want with no consequences. All right, let's read this. You know, when I go to this eye place, they always say the B word. And I say, don't you even.
Bifocal.
I don't even let them say bye, let alone the focal. No. So I do read over and under my glasses. Hey, Ken, I have a little video of what I recorded in Austria in 2015. I was there for a meeting, the International Telescope Treffen, ITT. I had my DJI P3 Pro, and I was able to fly there before the laws and regulations changed. In addition, I was also able to fly higher than 500 meters since I had started from the mountain, and because there are no aeronautical routes exactly above this area. Best regards from Stuttgart in Germany, from Raphael Steckermeyer. Stecky. All right, very good. Let's head off to an Austrian hillside and see the beauty. Pass me that wine, flute, and raise your pinky. We shan't have our pinkies getting cold. Is shan't a word?
No. I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, it is not.
I think it is. If we're playing Scrabble, I would challenge you on that. I shan't. If I have a coat, I shan't be cold. That's a word.
Nah.
Look it up! We talk about those random things. So random.
Is it a contraction for shall not? Shan't.
Maybe. And by the way, look at that little bit of foots on the lens. He must have... I got this beautiful shot and there's some drip of foots on there. Incidentally, that is a word. It's Yiddish. It means drop of water. Thank you. Remember.
Impressive.
Yeah. It's heating up in here. I do have a fan on the camera. So far, the camera hasn't gone out. Everything's good so far. Okay. So, shall we play a game?
Shan't we thank a sponsor first?
Oh, we shan't. No, we shall. Yes. Which sponsor shall we thank? Well, we already thanked RemotePilot101.com. Let's thank LoomCube. Where's my graphics department? Oh, there they are. Ah, yes. LoomCube. Is loom a word? Is a loom a verb? Like he loomed, it's not spelled the same, but it's like he looms large above the people.
Loom is an adjective describing the cube.
Oh, yeah. This cube is so loom, you're going to love it. You get this cube, you're going to be all loomed up.
All loomed up.
I don't know. So get yourself some loom cubes. They've got all kinds of products that light up. If you're in the dark, my goodness, LoomCube. They've got like the panel light for the cameras and of course the strobe. Still working on this. This is Disco Drone. I'm only going to turn on
I was going to ask you about that.
a couple of these.
When will that possibly hit your channel? Because I can't wait to see it.
Well, I have to figure out how to make it make sense contextually.
I was going to ask you about that. I think I've got an idea.
Yeah. What is it?
Dream sequence.
I was thinking that same thing, man. Very good. Great minds. So, LoomCube has very graciously allowed me, of the 10 strobes that are on here that they loaned me for this project, they're going to let me give 4 of them away. And so I will do that coming up on my channel.
Or you can get one for yourself at loomcube.com and use the code TNL10, the number 10, TNL10, and save what, 10%?
Yeah, you get 10%. And that's blanket off of everything on their website. And this is their website. And you can see there the camera thing, and then the other thing, and then the thingies, and then look at all the thingies. That's so many thingies! LoomCube, love you. Mean it. All right. So now...
Get yourself all loomed up.
Get all loomed up. So now what we have to do is find a person that we're going to play for. Did we say we were going to do this a different way? Did we say we were going to get somebody on with us? Do you want to try that?
Do you?
To guess against you for 1 second song?
Oh, sure. Would we get them? You were not talking about getting them on your flip phone.
No. I'm done with the flip phone.
Just get them on chat?
No, let's get them on. Let's bring them in.
Well, on Skype? Okay.
You want to? Right. And then you guys can go head to head. So if you want to play 1 second song, chat your Skype, and you have to be on Skype. I'm sorry, you have to have a Skype account. So if you want to play, and who was it? It was Tater, wasn't it? Who's like beating you almost every time in the chat with these things? And I know there's a little bit of lag, so we'll give you a chance. Just put in your Skype username. Anubis Arts, TJ Grady, $2 super chat. Karma stands for pick me. Yeah, so we're doing the pick me thing, but we need some...
How about Droning Harry?
Droning...
At Harley 4183.
Where's that? Where's the Droning Harry?
In the chat. Here, there's his Skype name. You want to use... I'll take that guy on, and then I'll take him down.
Wait, I don't see it. Maybe I have to look over my eyeballs here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see him. It's going too fast. I can't copy. Copy. Okay. So now, while I bring him on, here's Kelly with a joke.
Oh, this is more of a fun fact about me.
Yeah.
Before I got into drones, I was going to give archery a try.
Uh-huh.
But there was just way too many drawbacks.
Oh, dude, that's really bad. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why are tennis pros always hugging each other?
Why?
Because they start their matches at love all.
I think she beat you there. You got another one, Kelly? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. What you got?
Oh, did you hear about the new movie called Constipation?
What?
It hadn't come out yet.
Oh, dude! That's pretty good. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun?
What?
Lukewarm.
Kelly wins. Yeah. So Harry is not answering.
What?
Yeah, he didn't answer. So, anybody else? We'll try one more time, and then we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Mike Roche, want to try him? Let's try. Yeah, why not? We'll try him. Bibbidi bop. I think it'd be more fun if we had somebody on against you.
Man, this would be a battle.
All right, bringing in Mike Roche. Mike Roche! And then, of course, I got to do the whole freaking Wirecast ad thing that's just clunky if he'll answer. But in the meantime, let's listen to the jingle.
It's a song, it's a song, it's a 1 second song. So it's way too short for you to try to sing along. It's a song, it's a song, it's a 1 second song. Take a guess and see if you're right or wrong. It's a song, it's a song, it's a 1 second song. You can win a prize made in Hong Kong.
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to play this contest. It's going to be great! Mike Roche did not answer the Skype call. It's like nobody wants to really play with us.
All right, I'll pick somebody.
All right, just pick someone.
How about Journeyman?
All right, we're playing for Journeyman.
Journeyman.
All right. Now, I gotta make sure that this does that, and then this does that there. And I think we're ready. Remember, you can play along at home. Just put your guess in the chat. And Kelly promises not to look over at the chat, right? No cheat.
These are 70s songs. I may have to sneak a peek.
No chat cheating. Okay? All right. So, yes, these are songs from on or around the 70s. There might be... I might have gotten one or two wrong, but they're cool songs nonetheless. So here is the first 1 second song. If you just joined us, let me know that you're new to the stream. Welcome. Please tell everybody you know about it. And we do this thing called 1 second song where we kind of skirt around the whole YouTube copyright thing by just playing 1 second of a song. Sneaky.
Should I switch over to top chat? That way I can't see it.
No, don't do that. Nah, don't do that.
Okay.
All right. So here is, and we got about 20 of these. Here is your first 1 second song. Do you know it?
I know it.
If you know it, it's one of my favorites. I love that song. And you have to sing it in your head to get the whole thing.
Oh, I got it.
What is it?
Is it Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing?
Dude! Yeah!
You make me feel like dancing.
I'm gonna dance the night away.
You make me feel like dancing.
I'm gonna dance the night away.
You make me feel like
Yeah. Oh, wait, now he's calling us. Please don't call us. You're just gonna blow the show up. Sorry.
Don't do it. You can think about it, but don't do it.
Don't do it, Mike. You lost your chance. Another day. All right. So that's one. And now? Nope, not that one. Oh, no, not that one. Oh, yes, this one. 1 second song from the 70s. Name this song. Another one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. Oh, it's so good. That's the remix for you.
Help me in the chat. I have no idea. I mean, I've heard it 100 times. I just don't know. I can't name it.
So how many do you have to get right in order for our player to win?
Since it's 70s, I have to get 3 out of 20.
Okay. What do we got?
One more time.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's getting it in the chat, I don't think.
Such a good song.
Oh, is that right? Is it KC and the Sunshine Band, Give It Up?
Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Isn't that a great song?
I've got that on my phone. I actually have the remix 8-minute version on my phone.
And then the flute goes. Or something. I can't really whistle that good. Mark Manning, $2 super chat. And he simply says 10. As in, Ken, you're a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. Thank you.
Yes. And by the way, good job. Oh, I've lost him. Neil Mitchell for getting Casey and the Sunshine Band, Give It Up. You were the only one in the chat that got it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, if those ages that people said earlier are correct, you should be getting this stuff. You were discoing around that time, peeps.
All in.
All right. This is another one of my favorites. It's a great song. Guarantee, after I play this and it's in your head, you will add it to your playlist. All right? There's 1 second.
Oh, that's ABBA, The Winner Takes It All?
No.
I know it's ABBA. Oh, Knowing Me, Knowing You.
Nope. That's 2 ants. Didn't get that one.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else can save me. SOS.
Aren't they great? The vocals are just fantastic.
Great song. I love them.
And again, I don't know if it's ABBA or ABBA. Not sure. All right. We're heading to the man. I used to play this song on the morning show quite a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. What is it?
I know it's Barry White.
Yeah. What do we got? What are people in the chat? Oh yeah, everybody got the ABBA.
Is it Can't Get Enough of Your Love?
No.
No.
No. My last, my everything. Ooh.
Neil Diamond just jumped in.
Oh yeah. I turn into Neil Diamond with everything. Everything I try to sing is Neil Diamond. Baby. Mwah. All right. Here is the next one.
I think I've only gotten one so far.
Yeah, you're not doing that well, but people seem to be enjoying it. All right, here we go.
Picking up my slack.
John W. says, I'm loving it in any case, which is good. Here we go. Next one.
You gotta talk it down. That's Billy Squire, but I don't know the song.
You don't know it? Another. Yeah, we may have our first loser today.
I'm so bad at 70s. It just wasn't my wheelhouse.
My kind of lover. Oh, man. Oh,
Candelabra.
Man. All right, you'll get this one. And I think I only need to give not even a second.
What?
Not even a second. You'll get this one. Everybody will get this one. You ready?
Yes.
Dream. Quarter of a second for you. You want half a second?
Yes.
Dream over. Dream over.
You want the full second?
Yes.
Dream over, girl.
I used to know.
Dream.
Close my eyes and it slips away. More than a feeling by Boston.
And I feel it on some days.
I began dreaming. Then I see Marianne walk away. I see my Marianne walking away. Thank you. All right. So you didn't get that one.
What?
Or you did. Did you get that one?
I don't know.
You get that one. All right. All right. Here's the next 1 second song. Name this song, Kelly. You're doing horribly. Come on.
I think that's Brick House by the Commodores.
Dude. House. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Very good. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough one. This is absolutely 70s. Ready?
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Oh, yeah, you have. I'm going to let people in the chat take this one. In the chat, let me know, because Kelly's the deer in the headlights. He doesn't have this. That's actually the very beginning of the song, too.
Book line.
Anybody? Yeah, they got it. Yeah, everybody's getting it. Nope.
Carly Simon?
That's right. Yep.
What song?
You're so vain.
You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain.
And that was the beginning that you had played?
Yeah, they do a little bass roll thing in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Tough.
You know that song, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
And, of course, and 'tis a ketchup song. Ba-ba-ba-da. All right, let's see. Okay. This one, if you don't get this one, I'll be very disappointed.
Do you remember?
The night of September. Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yes. All right.
They are all over my phone. I've got all their stuff on my phone.
Oh, really?
Oh, love them.
All right. This next one, so familiar. It's been so overplayed. But people really don't know the real lyrics to it. Okay? Here's the next 1 second song.
Blue Jean lady, LA lady, seamstress for the band.
What is it?
It's a Tiny Dancer by Elton John.
No, it's Tony Danza. Tony Danza. Feel the headlights on the highway. You've heard that, right? Hold me closer. Tony Danza.
I had no idea.
Yeah, man.
I'll be darned.
You gotta look up those lyrics. Oh, it's a good one, man. We're going back. We're going back in the Wayback Machine.
Take me back.
Oh, yeah. You can hear it, can't you? Come on, people.
I got it.
What you got?
Love will keep us together.
No.
Think of me.
No, it's not Captain and Tennille. There is, by the way, there's no Captain and Tennille. Come on, you know that. What are people in this? Yes.
Oh, bad Leroy Brown.
Yes.
Bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole downtown.
I already had a razor in his shoe. Whoa, what an idiot. Don't put a razor in your shoe. You can step on that thing.
Everybody's getting that one. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, man. All right.
Oh, it did sound like Crocodile Rock. Good job, Jen X.
It kind of did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think Kelly would get this one. Someone will. All right, first person in the chat to get this one wins a set of eyeballs.
What?
Yeah, okay. You ready?
Oh, I know this.
First person in the chat to get it wins eyeballs.
One more time.
And I think we have a winner. Jim Lips. Jim Lips won. Make sure you email me.
Love is in the air.
Da, 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 da. Love is in the air. Isn't that a great song?
Who sang that? I have no idea who sang that.
John Paul Young.
Wow.
One hit wonder.
Tough.
Yeah.
So tough.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, here's the next one. That's one of the best lines in any song. Rock on with your bad self.
Is that the Spinners, Rubber Band Man?
Oh no. Nope.
Kung Fu Fighting, Carl Douglas.
Don't Rock the Boat by Hughes Corporation.
The Hughes Corporation.
Yeah. They're pretty huge. All right. Kelly, if you don't get this one, I'm going to hang up on you and turn off the show.
Don't do it.
If you don't get this one, you are an imposter. You are not Kelly Green. And I'm going to give you 1/1000th of this song. Okay? Blow that off. Don't touch it. Blow it off. Hey. All right. 1/1000th. Ready?
Oh, you know I love that song. You know I love that song.
What is it?
It's Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin.
Yes, sir. That is Kelly's favorite song, and the best part of that song is this. Totally get the copyright strike for that.
Great song.
Do you, whenever you hear that, do you do the air drums in the car?
Oh my goodness, every time.
All right, admit it in the chat. Who was doing the air drums?
Oh, you got to.
Anybody? Air drums? All right.
Yes, Ben Cartwright.
All right, this next song, just from a production standpoint, is one of the best sounding songs ever. Of this era. The production value in this is fantastic. I've always admired.
Can I go ahead and can I guess the artist?
Yeah.
Steely Dan.
No. Although they had great production as well. You ready? Next 1 second song. Come on. I pick anywhere in the song. Just 1 second. Anywhere in the song. Anyone? Anyone?
I don't know.
It's not Air Supply, Robert Greene. That's a tough one.
Somebody says Supertramp. Journey. I don't know it.
Nope, nobody got it. All right.
REO Speedwagon.
Check out this production value.
When I need you,
I just close my eyes and I'm with you.
and all that I saw.
You can hear the stereo separation.
Give you, babe.
Back in an era when sometimes they'd be like, hey, let's put all the bass in here, we'll put all the drums over here, and send it out. Don't care.
Who was that?
That was Leo Sayer.
Oh, wow.
When I Need You. Mm-hmm. All right. Everybody still having a good time? We good? Everybody good?
Everybody except Journeyman.
Journeyman. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Journeyman. The journey is just about over for you. Here's the next one. Everybody will get this. Everybody. You ready? Kelly, you'll get this.
I'm so ready. Oh. That's The Joker by Steve Miller Band.
Yes.
'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner.
Yeah, that's it. He's a picker and a grinner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're almost through. Here's the next 1 second song.
You know I love the ladies.
I give you a little bit more because you're not
You
good.
did.
Yeah.
Bonus right there.
Yeah.
You know I love the ladies.
I used to play this in my band.
It's not called Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog. What's it called?
No.
It's called
No. Anyone? Bueller.
It is Three Dog Night. What's
Yes,
the name of the
it's
song?
the name of the song.
Joy to the World. Good job,
Yes.
Lester Paul.
Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. And by the way, just grammatically, it should be fish in the deep blue sea, but the phrasing isn't right, so give them a little break with their poetic license.
Yeah, you need
I'm
one more
always-
syllable there to make it work.
Always correcting grammar in country songs. Oh my God, so bad. We should have done that on the morning show. This hour, all songs with the worst grammar. Whenever,
Now here's Ken to sing it with proper grammar.
yeah, and then I'll
that
come back
would've
and I
been
sing it
so
with.
good.
I correct the grammar on. Ken corrects the grammar. We'll have a jingle. Ken corrects the grammar.
And then you sing it over a karaoke track
Yeah.
with proper grammar.
Grammatically correct country songs. Anybody else doing the morning show? There you go. There's an idea for you.
Yep, $1 million idea.
All right, we're gonna bring it up to past the 70s, and I'm gonna give you
Yes.
1/1000th of this song, and you'll get it.
From the 80s?
And you'll sing. Oh. You ready?
Yes.
A little bit more? Watch his face. It'll hit. He'll get it. What you got?
I don't know it.
I would tease you about this incessantly.
You always tease me about Erasure, that group. What other group did you tease me about?
Nobody's getting this. Oh, by the way, Dennis Mack says this is the best 1 second episode so far. I like the 1 second episodes where you have a story about the artist or something. I think you'll have a story about this artist. You want me to just go ahead and give it to you?
I don't know it. Yeah, give it to me.
All right, get ready for Kelly Green to sing.
'Cause the players gonna play, and the haters gonna hate, baby. I'm just gonna shake.
Shake it off. Oh, I love Taylor Swift. I'm such a Swiftie.
Okay. I have the next song will include a Kelly story. I picked this one because I know it has a story attached to it. And I love your stories. So this next one will have a story. He will get it correct. How many more does our dude need to win?
47.
47? I know people are saying, that's not 70s. I said, we're going to step out of the 70s. We're stepping back in for Journeyman. For the win, if Kelly gets this song. Ready?
That is so easy. And there's only one reason that's so easy. That's because that's Bill Withers' Lovely Day.
Yes.
Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be.
What's it gonna be, Kelly?
A lovely day.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Tell us about it.
And that was one of my all-time favorite songs until I made it my alarm wake-up song on my phone because I was so burnt out at work. I thought I'm just waking up in a bad mood. I'm negative when I wake up. I need a positive song to wake me up. So that was my wake-up song for probably 3 years solid, and now I can't listen to it anymore. I can't. It reminds me of getting up at 3 a.m. and driving 1 hour.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry about the flashback there. Okay, so we have 4 more, and that's it. And then we're done.
Okay, all right.
Here's the next one.
Yeah. That's the one I named earlier.
I believe you're right.
That's Rubber Band Man by
Yes.
the Spin.
I remember listening to this on my when I was a kid. I had a AM wrist radio that was as big as my arm. It was huge. I had a radio I wore on my wrist. I wore that thing all the time. And I remember
seen one of those.
Yeah, I remember listening to that song, thinking as a little kid, because as a kid you don't have a point of reference like what that means or whatever. I'm envisioning an actual man made of rubber bands. I still do to this day. I know what it means now. But I'm still thinking it's a little rubber band with a loop for a head and it's like this. It's so weird, man.
When they were on, when that song was out and hot, when they were on shows like American Bandstand, they had, of course, dance routines that went along with their song. They didn't play instruments; they were just a singing group with a backing band, and they had these rubber band props that they would come out and do this whole dance with to that song. And I'm sure you can still find it on YouTube.
That's awesome. Now these next 2 songs. These are gimmies, okay? And this one, I think you've heard before. I'm going to give you 1/1000th of a second, okay?
Bop. Bop. Bop.
It reminds me of the bird is the word. I don't know.
All right.
That's a gimme.
And now this one, I picked purely to mess with the parents.
Oh.
If you have kids watching, young kids, they will lose their minds.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. Your kid is too old for this, but there's probably kids out there watching who will know with just this. If anybody knows what song that is, if you have young kids, let me know what song that is. And it is not a 70s song. Yes.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
Oh my goodness. That song
that's awesome.
Yeah. So you're welcome, parents, for that. This is the last 1-second song.
Ooh.
It's been fun.
A rough night.
Kelly, you didn't do that well.
I did not.
But
even the best baseball players only get hits 3 out of 10 times.
All right, you ready? Last one. I know you know this one. Pure 70s, baby.
Well, Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks.
Isn't that a sad song?
Yeah, the dude's dog drowned.
Is that what that's about?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What's the song about? It's about a dog. He's singing to his dog?
Aren't they on the beach and his dog's out there and he goes out in the water and kind of never comes back?
Oh, that's really sad. I love doggies. I also
I think
love
that's what it's about.
sappy 70s songs. Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we climbed hills and trees, learned of love and ABCs, skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die. With all the drones are flying in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, the FAA is everywhere. Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. Thank you. That's sad, isn't it? It's a sad song.
So sad.
Well, thanks everybody for indulging us with that.
Oh yeah, I think I was wrong about the dog. The song Shannon was the song about the dog. Robert Hipp said that.
Yeah, I thought that The Seasons in the Sun had a more dark origin story.
Shannon, yeah.
I think a human probably died in that one. Yes, we sent your uncle down to the farm with the dog. And they're just running around in the field. You know, my parents did that to me once. I remember I had a turtle. They did that to me with a turtle. And in hindsight, you're like, oh, liars.
Let's see how much you loved that turtle. What was the turtle's name?
No idea. No idea. Do you remember the name of your first pet that went to the farm?
Yes, and it's a sad story, and I don't want to end the story on such a sad note.
Oh, well, hold on.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
This is gonna have people crying in the chat.
Yeah,
The
all
chat
right.
will start tearing up.
The best sad music I have is from the 80s show, The Incredible Hulk.
Oh.
Go ahead.
The year was 1987.
Yeah.
And our dachshund named Fritz, who we had had for 14 years, had been having these little mini strokes or seizures. So I came home for the weekend to visit my parents from Western Kentucky University. I arrived on a Friday.
No.
Friday the 13th.
No.
No less. Fritz, so happy to see me, jumped up in my lap, and I'm laying on the couch, and Fritz is asleep on my belly and has a seizure and dies on my belly while I'm home from college for the weekend. True story.
So I guess you can say that his...
Don't make a pun out of this. Don't even think about making a pun out of this.
Your dog's heart was on the Fritz. Oh, yeah! I brought it back! I brought it back. Oh, man. Sorry about that. That's so sad, man. Oh my goodness. Now we're all thinking about our pets. Make sure you go home or roll over and love on your pet tonight a little bit more than you usually do.
Look at all those tears in the chat. Look at the tears streaming down the chat.
Oh, too many tears. So let's go ahead and brighten things up by giving away some Freewell filters.
It's another exciting contest.
All right, it's time to win with Freewell. We thank them very much for sponsoring the show. I'm going to ask you a question, and the first person to get it correct in the chat will win your choice of any of the Freewell 4K all-day filters for your Osmo Pocket, your drone, whatever. What have you? What have you? Do you say that? Do you use those words? What have you?
Don't use that. No.
That's the first time I've used that in a year, I think. Anyway, so the question is, for the filters, on freewellgear.com, which is their website, what is the typo on the delivery information page? I know, it's a Chinese company. It's not really going to be correct, but I've been checking their website for these typos, and it's just delightful when I find another one. And this one I found on freewellgear.com. What is the typo on the delivery information page. All right?
All right.
First person to
correct
get
answer in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Freewell for life! People are hurriedly checking out the website and what have you.
Some great guesses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's you might as well just guess.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh, we got it? And who is
Dalton.
the winner?
Dalton Drone and Discovery Zone.
All right. And he correctly guessed that the words "in case" aren't separated. And here's what that looks like. In case you have not received your order. In case. Well, that's it. Congratulations. You win. And thanks for playing. All right. So I've got a couple more little videos here that I wanted to share. Do you watch Stephen Colbert?
I do not. I'm not up that late.
Well, I don't stay up that late either, but I watch them on the YouTubes, which you can do. Yeah. They offer that on the YouTubes. And so I was watching Colbert's monologue and saw that he very often will use invisible objects. He likes to mime things. And one of the objects that he mimed was the FT Aviator. You know, the controller for your drone?
Yeah, right.
And so here is Stephen Colbert flying a drone with the Aviator.
One intelligence expert, this is the handiwork of a sophisticated, most likely state actor, and most likely the work of a government or government-sponsored group, and argue that such an attack could not be carried out with 10 drones, which the Houthis claim to have used. Yes, drones are highly advanced tech. So they've narrowed down the suspect to Iran or your dad who just bought a quadcopter at Best Buy. Totally sweet. We're taking the family picture. We're taking the family picture this way this year. We're doing the Christmas card. Everybody in the yard, everybody. Oh, I blew up an oil refinery.
There you go. So there's Colbert using the FT Aviator.
Darn.
Yeah.
He was.
So it does have
he's
some.
the one.
He's the one. There is some real world uses, at least in pantomime. Sorry. I gotta beat that guy at spin up. Damn it. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm Ken. He'll have a hand buzzer. No, I'm sure he's a great guy. Can't wait to meet him. All right. So how about a near miss? And then we'll do the viewer video of the week and get on out of here. This is from Tim Ballinger. This is his near miss. You know, it's always the trees that are jumping out in front of you, isn't it? You're doing a nice orbit of your truck in 240. Oh, no, it's a tree.
Oh, my.
Oh, and you thought that was it, right? What's the safest thing to do? Well, to go up, right? All right, let's go up and get out of here. Oh, no! There's more tree up there. So that's it.
Oh, wow.
He escaped.
Wow, he got out of that.
He did. Very good, man.
Nice move.
Congratulations to you, bud. If you would like to send in your near miss, and I love sharing them, you can go ahead and send that in to kenheronupload@gmail.com. If you have a lead for the news, please don't email me the lead. Also, please don't email me at my regular address if you happen to know what that is. Send all show-related stuff to kenheronupload@gmail.com. If you have a news story that you would like Jeff to have, you can send it here. TNLnewsleads@gmail.com. If you have a cool story that you'd like to be included on the news, brought to you by GPC Cases, send it there. All right, so the viewer video of the week, and Freewell has agreed that each viewer video of the week will win a set of Freewell filters. Isn't that cool of them?
Very nice.
Best company ever. And here's the best part. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to mail the stuff. I just I send them your information, then they mail it to you. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in either. Incidentally, I ship everywhere in the world. So, all right. So the viewer video of the week winner is John Sheehan. Congratulations to you. And he sends in an abandoned Zenith factory. He says, "Dear Ken and company, like me, I know you're fans of classic radio as well as flying abandoned sites, or as the kids say, bandos. Well, here's an abandoned classic radio factory on the west side of Chicago that I flew with my DJI Spark." And I'll play this while I read the rest of this. And incidentally, I am going to Chicago on Monday. If you want to meet up with me, email me. Let me know. We can meet up. You can buy me lunch.
The kids call abandoned buildings and they call them bandos?
Yeah, the FPV crowd will call them. Yeah, you want to go fly a bando, brah? I don't know if they say brah anymore, but that's lit. They probably say lit. I don't know. I'm too old to say any of those things. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Abandoned is just too long of a word. You got to say bando. It's cool, isn't it? It's not cool when it comes out of my mouth, I know, but... Anyway, so here is the abandoned Zenith plant. So our viewer video of the week, Zenith Radio Plant Number 1. The corporate office was in Plant Number 1, located at 6001 West Dickens Avenue, north of Chicago. There were 2,500 workers that made radio and television sets and hi-fi stereos. The plant officially closed somewhere around 1985, although some manufacturing continued on the site until the early 1990s. Tenants leased space in the building and used it for light manufacturing, warehousing, and auto repair bays. A major fire gutted a large portion of the structure and collapsed the roof in 2017. You can see where that happened.
Oh, wow.
Yep, a lot of manufacturing going on in there.
I think it's also been ravaged by hooligans.
Yes. Well, you know, those West Siders. They'll come down, you know, when you're a jet for life. Snapping their fingers. Let's go down and ruin the Zenith plant. I'll do it for Maria. Maria! Is that a show tune I'm referencing? I think.
Might be.
Yep. That's where the Bloods and the Crips, they hang out there sometimes too, and they tag the joint. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Please don't hate me. I'm not choosing sides. All right. Well, that was John Sheehan. Thank you very much for sending that in. And so I would say, except for the two little blips that happened, the show went well. I do recall that twice I said, what could happen? Nothing's going to happen. I dare something to happen. I did that twice, and we had two blips. So karma? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to Chicago Monday. I'll be there around 10 a.m. I'll be available for lunch. If anybody wants to hang out, give me a call.
What are some cool spots to fly over in Chicago? You got anything in mind?
I don't know. The place that I'm going for my car repair is about 30 minutes from Center City. So, depending on how bad my car needs repairs, I'll have more time to fly. So
you're driving up and driving back? You're just coming straight back?
Yeah, driving up. Yeah, I'm bringing Henry with me. It'll be a whole day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess that's it. We're going to get on out of here.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Thanks to everyone involved in making this show happen. Greg Coonert, Jeff Sills, Kelly Green, thank you very much. Can you come back next week? Well, we'll see. The host to be named later. Thank you to Ed Ricker for being on. And thank you very much for all of your support and your super chats. Believe me, I couldn't do this without you guys, and you guys make it so much fun to do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time,
and bye.
The killer of processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky! A tail like a processed meat. Yeah! That was so funny.